Good morning, good afternoon, or good depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? Today on 21 Pilots Thursday, we are going to learn how to play Tear My Heart on guitar. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name's Justin and I play guitar and music in general. And every Thursday on my channel, going forward until I eventually run out of stuff to do, it is 21 Pilots Thursdays. These are primarily going to be lesson videos, much like the one you're watching right now, with the occasional cover thrown in there. If you want to see all the lessons I've done already, I have a playlist on my channel which you can go check out and see everything we've done so far. If you have any recommendations on lessons you want to see, please let me know down in the comments section below, as well as what instrument you want to see them on. If you want to see a lesson on bass, sure, we can do that. Ukulele, of course, no problem. Guitar, absolutely. If you don't list a particular instrument, we're just going to default to guitar because that is what I primarily play. This lesson was recommended by Whispered Black the band, and it's a pretty simple one, so let's get right into it. Today we're going to be in standard tuning like always. We're going to put the capo on the 2nd fret. Let's go ahead and learn the intro and the verse, which obviously opens up with our classic. And as you see right there, it's only 4 chords: C, E, and F. C, E, F. Sometimes you gotta bleed to know that you're alive and have a soul. Alright, so go ahead and learn how to actually play that verse. So let's go to the strum pattern. Is you want to strum 4 times on the C, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 times on the E, 1, 2, and then 2 times on the F, 1, 2, stop. So slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now up the tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Sometimes you gotta bleed to know that you're alive and have a soul. And then right here it changes, because as soon as we do the, but it takes someone to come around, on the word around, go to a G7 and just go. Either all downstrokes or, for me, I personally do all downstrokes, but it's a personal preference, however it fits for you. So it takes someone to come around, show you. As soon as you get to the word how, just go do a normal G chord. How, she's the tear in my, go to the chorus. Now, if you just want to do a normal G there instead of the G7, it's perfectly fine. It sounds mostly the same, just except for one note. So here's how it sounds like if you're just doing a plain G the whole time. But take someone to come around to show you how she's the tear in my, with a G7, but it takes someone to come around to show you how she's the tear in my, going to the chorus. So the entire first verse should sound like this. Sometimes you gotta bleed to know that you're alive and have a soul. But it takes someone to come around, show you how she's the tear in my, chorus. Now the chorus, she's the tear in my heart, as soon as you hit the word heart, going on the F chord. And of course this is another down picking or just 8th note strums, however you want to do it, whatever's comfortable for you. So she's the tear in my heart. I'm alive, she's the, as soon as you hit the word tear, G chord, in my heart, go to an A minor. I'm on fire. So what we got so far, she's the tear in my heart. I'm alive, she's the tear in my heart. I'm on fire, she's the, and then when you hit tear again, go to G chord, tear in my, C chord on heart. Take me on the word higher, go to a G chord. So I'm on fire, she's the tear in my heart. Take me higher than I've ever been. As soon as you hit the word bend, just do the G chord. As soon as you finish the word bend, then back to our normal verse chords. So super simple. So the chorus should sound, she's the tear in my heart. I'm alive, she's the tear in my heart. I'm on fire, she's the tear in my heart. Take me higher than I've ever been. Songs on the radio are okay, and then we go to our second chorus. We'll go to verse 2, which is the same exact thing as verse 1. Then we go to chorus 2, which is slightly different just because he tags on the "than I've ever been" for a while. So the second chorus sounds like this. She's the tear in my heart. I'm alive, she's the tear in my heart. I'm on fire, she's the tear in my heart. Take me higher than I've ever been. As soon as you did the word been, F chord. Than I've ever been. So as soon as you do the "than I've ever been" on the F, then I've G chord to A minor. Then I've ever been again to a G to a C, G, then I've ever been, and on C chord for the second half of the chorus. So here's how the second chorus should sound. I'm just going to do it from the "I'm on fire" part. I'm on fire, she's the tear in my heart. Take me higher than I've ever F. Then I G to A minor. Then I G to C, G, then I've ever seen. And now it's time to do the bridge. Arguably this is the most complicated part of the song, but I have a way to simplify it. So we have basically two progressions going on. The first half and the second half, and we're going to think of it much like we're going to think of the verses. So let's go back and let's play our verse chords. Which obviously in there's a lot of up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Or down, up, down, up, down, up, I should say. So what we're going to do is we're going to take away every up. So instead of doing eighth notes, we're going to be doing quarter notes. And for practice, just go ahead and do it on your verse chords and bring the F back to a C. So it should sound like this for practice. Go ahead and do that a few times so you get comfortable with it. Now it's time for Now let's actually learn how the bridge progression goes. It's not that too difficult. Like I said, there's a first part and there's a second part. So the first part is super simple. We're going to do the C 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. And on the fourth beat of the first bar, we're going to the G chord. So that's our first bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the second half of the bridge chords is 2 times on C, 1, 2, E chord once, F chord once, which should sound familiar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So to combine the first half and the second half together, we get this. I'm going to count along with you slow first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now up the speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Super simple. Now for the first part of the bridge, I like to palm mute every strum, so. Just because it gives it a little bit of a different flavor throughout the whole song, so that way you're not just doing everything open the whole time. You're spicing it up a little bit. You're putting the pepper on the mashed potatoes, or whatever analogy you want to use for food. The second half, I just do the full open, bring it back, and that's basically the whole progression for the bridge. However, the weird part of the bridge is that the second time you go through the progression, you want to start singing on the second half of the progression. What I mean by that? Let me show you. So, you fell asleep in my car, I drove the whole time, but that's okay, I'll just avoid the hole so you sleep fine. I'm driving here, I sit, cursing my government for not using my taxes to fill holes with more cement. You see, So we do the 2, 3. Then we start singing right there. So the ways you can think about it is you have an intro to the bridge where it's and that was your intro to the bridge. Then you can think about your act when the words come into the bridge. It's and just flip-flop the pattern in your head and just make the intro to the bridge a bit weird. It's however you want to think about it, but that's the way I like to personally do it. That's my simplified way of doing it without getting too complicated. I may have confused you, and I'm sorry, but hopefully if you have any questions, I can explain down in the comment section below. There's one more part of this bridge we have to learn, and that is at the very end of the bridge. When we get all loud, that's where the drums come back in, that's where everything comes loud, the bass isn't loud anymore, and that's the fill holes with more cement. So it's just a G7, then we go to a G eventually. So let's start from the I'm driving here, I said, cursing my government for not using my taxes to fill holes with more cement. So as soon as you get to the word, after the word government, in the line for not using my taxes to fill holes with more cement, G7 to G. For not using my taxes to fill holes with more cement. So, I'm driving here, I said, cursing my government for not using my taxes to fill holes with more cement. And then we go to the verse 3, which of course we know, and for the verse, then we go into verse 3. For this part, I just do a nice single open strums. Sometimes you gotta bleed to know that you're alive and have a soul. And that takes someone to come up. Back to your usual business. Then we go to the chorus, and it's the same exact thing as the chorus prior, except it's elongated, of course, to she's take me higher than I've ever been in my heart, which is just a repeat of the beginning of the chorus chords. So, and that's pretty much the whole song right there. And of course we have the that I've ever been, that I've ever been, that I've ever been, that I've ever been, which is just a repeat of the chorus chords. So basically super simple song right there. And now that we've gone through the entire song, it's time to recap everything with visuals. So as we can see on our board, we Tear My Heart, we do the intro and the verse, which is just C, E, and F. That is a total of 4 times for the intro and the verse combined. Then we end with the G and G7, which goes to a chorus, which is F, G, A minor, G, and C. And then we go back to our verse, which is C, E, and F for 3 times. You know, because you have to go back into the verse, that's why it's 3 times. So once getting back into the verse, then 2 times in the actual verse, F chorus, G7 into G. Then we do our chorus, which is the twice the length of what it was before, just because we include the then I've ever been, then I've ever been, then I've ever been, then I've ever been. Then we go into the bridge, which you can see I tried to simplify up here again. So the top part is progression you play once, the second line is progression you play forever, and the bottom line is the progression you play at the very end of the bridge for the taxes and the cement part. Then we go to the verse again, which is just a nice little single strum, beautiful. Sometimes you gotta bleed to know that you're alive and have a soul. Then we do it to the G7 and the G again. Then we go to the chorus, which is the same chords as your normal choruses, just repeated forever because we added the she's the tear of my heart, she's my armor, she's a butcher with a smile. That whole part, and then we do the outro, and that is your whole song right there. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Hopefully I didn't confuse you too much on the bridge. Like I said, I hope this clarifies, and if I need to clarify more, just let me know down in the description below. And also while you're down in the description below, in the comments section below. And also while you're there in the comments, please let me know what kind of lesson you want to see next time. And while you're down there, I mean, you can go ahead and check the description, see all my social media links, as well as hit like, subscribe, I don't know, whatever you want to do. I really hope you enjoyed this lesson, guys, and I'll see you next Thursday with another 21 Pilots video. Goodbye, and good night.